Peace and shalom, everybody. Again, welcome to the channel, Yahweh Hills 11 with your man, Trey, a.k.a. Yeshai. So what we're going to be going over today is, did Yah say 144,000? Because if you do not know what we do here at Yahweh's Exiled Empire, here at First Tabernacle Fellowship, we talk about and we share the covenant of the Most High, which is, some people call it the Old Testament, which we don't call it old because the Most High doesn't call it old. He calls it his everlasting covenant. So we show here what the Most High says in his everlasting covenant, as opposed of what people say of the Most High in other documents like a so-called New Testament. So we're going to pull up the evidence today and show you guys and let you guys be the judge of what aligns with what the Most High says and what doesn't align with what the Most High says. So first, for us to do that, I want to take us to one place so we can get a key commandment that is grounded in the Most High's, again, everlasting covenant. And that place is in Deuteronomy chapter 13. So let's go there and we're going to take a read. And in Deuteronomy chapter 13 is where the Most High, he's speaking to Moses, and he tells Moses, he says, everything I am commanding you, you are to take care to do. Do not add to it or subtract from it. That's just one place that says that. So with that understanding, we can have a clear understanding that it is a sin and it is a violation to add or subtract to what the Most High said. So as we're going through this, pay attention to if there's some addition and if there's some subtraction from what the Most High said. All right, so let's get started on it. We're going to start off. We're going to go into Bereshit, which many people know as Genesis, and we're going to be in chapter 13, and we're going to start at verse 14. And it says, Yahweh said to Avram, which is Abraham, after Lot had moved away from him, look all around you from where you are to the north, the south, the east, and the west. All the land you see I will give to you and your descendants forever. And I will make your descendants as numerous as the specks of dust on the earth, so that if a person can count the specks of dust on the earth, then your descendants can be counted. Okay, keep that in mind. Now we're going to go to another spot that's also in Genesis, which is Bereshit. And this is going to be in chapter 15. And I'm going to start right here at 2. It says, Abraham replied, Yahweh Elohim, what good will your gift be to me if I continue childless, and Eleazar from Damascus inherits my possessions? You haven't given me a child. Abraham continued, someone born in my house will be my heir. But the word of Yahweh came to him. This man will not be your heir. No, your heir will be a child from your own body. Then he brought him outside and said, look up at the sky and count the stars. If you can count them, your descendants will be that many. He believed in Yah and credited to him as righteousness. Okay, so that was with Abraham, and you're going to see this continual of the same type of lingo that's going to go down to Jacob too. So for that, we're going to need to go to Bereshit. We're going to have to go to Bereshit 23. And let's see here. Bereshit, yep, it's Bereshit. Oh, sorry, not 23. Bereshit 26 and verse 3. And it says, okay, I'll start at 2. Yahweh appeared to him, this is Jacob, Yaakov, and said, don't go down into Egypt, but live where I tell you. Stay in this land, and I will be with you and bless you. because I will give all these lands to you and to your descendants. I will fulfill the oath which I swore to Abraham, your fathers. Okay. I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky. I will give all these lands to your descendants, and by your descendants, all the nations of the earth will be blessed themselves. Okay, that the Most High is saying, if you can count the specks of dust, if you can count the stars in the sky, then you can count your descendants. So the Most High never gave us a number on how many of us will be, quote, saved, right? Because again, I read for you a spot that it is a violation to add or subtract to the Most High's word. Okay, so now we're gonna go to what we call cross the street, and we're gonna go to Revelations chapter 7, and we're going to start at verse this. After this, I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth, holding back the 4 winds of the earth, so that no wind could blow on the land or the sea or on any tree. I saw another angel coming up from the east with a seal from the living El, and he shouted to the 4 angels who had been given power to harm the land, the sea, do not harm the land or the sea or the trees until we have sealed the servants of our El on their foreheads. I heard how many were sealed. 144,000 from every tribe of the people of Israel. Okay. Now it says 144,000 from every tribe of the people of Israel. Okay. Then it goes on and says, from the tribe of Judah, 12,000 were sealed, which is confusing to me because I just thought it said 144,000 were sealed, but it's only saying that Judah's 12,000 were sealed. But again, did the Most High ever say this? So if the Most High didn't say it, and this is an addition or a subtraction, go back to Deuteronomy 13. And that would tell you that that is a violation. Now, I could go a little bit more in this chapter, but that's all right. Let's go to Revelations chapter 14, and let's see what they got to say in here again, because they're not done with this 144,000. Where they came up with it, I don't know. Then I looked, and there was the Lamb standing on Mount Zion. Now, hold on, y'all. I want y'all to get this a clear understanding. This is not a lamb that they're talking like a man, not that lamb. They're talking about this as a man, as a lamb. Which, again, have any of y'all ever heard of that in Torah? No. Matter of fact, the Most High doesn't even do human sacrifices in Torah. He uses animals that are actually lambs, not a cryptic or a half-breed human lamb or whatever they got going on in here. But let's read. Then I looked, and there was the Lamb standing on Mount Zion. And with him, see, I told you this lamb is a man. Again, I've never seen this in my life. And with him were 144,000 who had, I need y'all to pay attention to this, who had his name. Who? They talking about that man who's a lamb, had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. Now, is there anywhere in Torah, in the Most High's everlasting covenant, where he gave a number on the people that he said was going to be saved? And then when the Most High said those people that are going to be saved is going to have some man's name on their forehead and my name on their forehead? Nowhere. That is addition and that is subtraction, and we're showing you evidence of the contradiction that is happening with the Most High's laws and his covenant. People try to say, oh, well, JC name means salvation. That don't mean nothing. Yahushua's name is salvation. That don't mean we're going to get on our knees and worship him or sacrifice him. We're not going to do that. We don't do no human sacrifices. The Most High is not going to say the community is sinning. Please bring a righteous leader up here and let's kill him for your sins to be cleansed. Read the laws, because that is not how the Most High operates. But let's finish on this. So again, 144,000 who had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. I heard a sound from heaven like the sound of rushing waters and like the sound of pealing thunder. The sound I heard was also like that of harpists playing on their harps. They were singing a new song before the throne and before the four living beings and the elders, and no one could learn the song except the 144,000 who had been ransomed from the world. Now, again, this is an addition and this is a violation, because we all know that, again, like we established in this video, it is a sin to add and subtract to the Most High's word. So I showed y'all some spots. One, they got a number on how many people are going to get saved. Wrong. The Most High doesn't have that in Torah. They're calling a man a lamb, which is a violation, because when Most High is talking about a lamb, he's talking about he's talking about a lamb, y'all. Not a cryptic, not a half man, or a shapeshifter, or whatever he is. And then the Most High is not saying that the people going to get saved going to have Most High's name on their forehead and JC's name on their forehead. That is nowhere in the Most High's Torah. Now, you all have free will. So if you guys would like to believe what the Most High did not say, that is very much on you. But we are showing you what the Most High said. And if you really love the Most High, you have to understand that the Most High is testing you. Just like if you finish reading that Deuteronomy chapter 30, he's testing you to see whether if you really do love the Most High with all your heart and all your being. And guess what? Deuteronomy 13 also says that prophet or dreamer who lied on me is to be put to death. This is your man, Trey, Yeshai, over here at First Tabernacle Fellowship, Sacramento, California. I want to thank you guys for your time and your attention. And yes, I'll be coming with some videos out soon. Peace and love to my people Israel. Please cling to the Most High only. Shalom, peace and love.